longer setup recording than normal, or the start, not the setup. Pressing a button setup, it's the slow recording. Walking up this pathway to the rest of the sculpture park. I know I've probably said that hundreds of times, like recording the word sculpture park, but I'm actually here, which is, it's not funny because it's really close to where I'm at, and I travel by a lot, but I finally get a chance to just focus on it. I remember when before they remodeled it, like saying remodel sounds like it's a building. They didn't remodel it, they like regraded it and repurposed to make it more of a friendly park. So I like it better now, because before it was just hills. I have a picture of what it used to look like when I was little. I mean, I used to take pictures of stuff, but not like all the time, so I sort of have an idea of what it was, but I didn't even come out much often. I had like a camera, but I didn't really come outside and take pictures of the area, mostly because school was taking up so much time that I didn't have time to do just around the city photography. But you could only fit like, if it was 64 pictures on a camera back then. Now it's a lot more, so it's just like things change, and it's so much easier to document things that I guess pictures aren't really limited anymore. Neither is video. So just things change for the better. Soon pictures won't even be a thing, and it'll be all like VR or whatnot. I hope to jump on that if that's in like my lifetime, because that'd be really cool to do. I don't know what kind of program it would require or how it would record, but that would be definitely cool. I know 360 is a thing, but that's not quite here yet, so I would just do regular video. 3D video didn't quite work stereoscopic, so just gotta go when I can. And these small form factor cameras are really convenient just to record. It's easy to just stick the camera in front and record. Wow, there's a lot of sun in front of my face. Must be traveling in the wrong direction. But I mean, it's still morning, so the sun's pretty low. Sometimes I see the really nice grass in this park. I don't know if I'm not supposed to step on it or not. Then again, when there's nice grass, it's wet, and just stepping on wet grass gets my feet wet, or socks wet. That is both. Under shade, the transparent like canopy blocks a lot of the light. It's almost like sunglasses, I suppose. That's the main part of the park I need to travel by a lot. Sunset, normal things people do to unwind. It's really convenient because it's inside the city. The city is small, so whatever parks there are, they're, I guess, important to have around. Sometimes there's like special events inside the center itself, the Sculpture Park Center. I think I hear another train, so I'll probably have to end it soon because it's just gonna destroy the audio. Might not clip out, but if I'm close by, I probably will clip out, which, that's no good at all. But this mic is fantastic. It was, I don't know the manufacturer. I'll probably check my order history and just order another one, just for redundancy's sake, in case something were to happen, like it would smash open or something. Because I mean, once it breaks apart, I can't rebuild the diaphragm. It'd be just like nonsense to try to rebuild it. It's not they're built cheap to be disposable, but it's not really a serviceable product. You can't just cobble back together like a shoe. Even shoes nowadays are so cheap, they probably wouldn't be worth like repairing. Oh, there goes the second train. I'm sure it's gonna ruin the audio, but I think I got enough out of it so far. We'll see what the time is on it from straight recording. Only 4 minutes. Yeah, I gotta get out of this area. That train, it's not as loud. Oh, it's just really short train. Probably a passenger train to see if they're heading north. Probably Everett, then somewhere up to maybe even Canada. I have no idea. if I do have a train that goes there, I probably want to take it just because of the experience. It would be something where I wouldn't have to do anything. I'd just like relax. But not pigeons everywhere. They're kind of like rats, but I guess they gotta live too. You know, they jump on the train tracks where they flying pigeons are flying rats. I think that's what people say, so I find that hilarious. Then again, people probably find what I'm doing hilarious, so like there's something funny about anything and everyone. Oh yeah, weird story about the sculpture block. One time I came here and there was this girl who kept staring at me. I wasn't sure what I was doing wrong, and she said I looked like someone else. I guess, you know how people say there's like everyone is a doppelganger or kind of a copy. There was this woman who said I looked just like someone called Peter, or not someone, like his name was Peter. So that was so peculiar that she came up to me. It was like during one of the events, so there was a whole lot of people there. So I guess the chance of me seeing someone like that was a lot higher. But yeah, life is strange. I'm fascinated, but at the same time, it probably wouldn't be very good to know your doppelganger or your person who looks just like you, a dead ringer, because it would confuse and it would bring up drama. So I like to keep life simple. Wouldn't want to do that kind of stuff at all. Just keep with enough people, because I'm not saying people are bad, but they can be a lot to deal with. Even like me, sometimes I know I'm totally a lot to deal with. My fault's kind of like on a surface level, just the way sometimes I think it's just sideways, I guess, or it's probably better to say some of the worst worst character traits of a person. I'm sure I have a few of them, but I think everyone does. It's just a part of nature. Plus, judging by Seattle, quite a lot of people in Seattle are somewhat weird. Not saying they're bad, but sometimes I think people are a little bit judgmental about what they see. I guess that's human nature, especially in a bigger, well, it's not a big city, but it's a growing city. As the city grows, it's gonna get a lot more. I gotta keep with the light. I was doing something bad by not staring into the gaze of the sun. I know it sounds so bizarre, but from a lighting standpoint, that is totally wrong with me to walk against the sun. I'm judging for the most part, the stabilization is still good. I'm sure once this camera like hits something and the stabilization goes bad, then I'll really have a bad time. But for now, as long as the video doesn't look super shaky, then I'm okay with that. Plus I think the monopod helps a little bit, just get rid of the shake. No shake, that's funny. Ugh, flies. It's not a fly, it's a bee. I'm so silly. Or ignorant. Probably ignorant. Or just when I'm rambling, I speak of ignorancy. But I'm just human, and it's not like this serious business. I'm just documenting myself, talking, at least for now. Once I keep speaking about like different stages. I know that this is the most primitive stage, just walking and talking, getting used to like no response at all. I mean, I'm not even imagining the camera being someone. I'm just so used to just rambling on, and I have no problem staring into the lens. I don't think it's like a problem for what I have. So am I fortunate to? Maybe, but I guess whatever I do with that, what is it? If I use my powers for good or bad, that's right. Sure, I could be a total nuisance, but at least I'm being entertaining or entertainable to people, if that's a way to say it. I can tell this must be some kind of like amphitheater, some musical, because it looks like there's seats for like occupancy to sit. I've never like seen any sort of like play or something here, so I can only imagine it's very interesting, or these wouldn't be here. The actual like place itself, it's closed per se, but down in the garage there is like a restroom to be like used. It's convenience sake, it's not fancy, but I mean it's a public bathroom, so it's total plus, because if you have to go, like there's no other way to go, you just have to like go to a public bathroom. Plus I've noticed in Seattle, some restroom stalls don't have doors. So, I mean, being modest is not going to get you anywhere. You're going to have to just like totally deal with that because it's just not a thing. Plus, I mean, we're all human. We're all like been naked at one point, and we're going to be naked when we take a shower. So why make a big deal out of it? It's just totally normal. Or at least I think it is. Ooh, 10 minutes. Still early. Really don't want to cut off early. I gotta work on my rambling skills. Awkwardly poor rambling skills. Then again, when I'm doing real actual things, I'm sure time will go a lot faster. Just right now, it's kind of in the transition period where there's not a lot of things going on at this point. I mean, there are a few things I have, but right now, no, not a lot. It's, I guess, I don't want to overcomplicate myself too early, and there will be plenty of time later on, or at least I think there will be. I don't know the future, but for the most part, I think there'll be enough time where I can just like really go full at it. I'm sure next year I'm gonna try to get at it if things don't change and nothing like really bad apocalyptic kind of thing happens. Then if I can keep going, then yeah, I'll put into having more variety. For now, it's kind of just documenting and getting the routine down. I think something about like after a month, if you do your routine, you'll get it like solidified into what you're doing. So right now I'm still just putting the foot in the foundation. It's only been like a couple days, and the whole like large scale things, it's very low time, so I can't expect like a huge amount of like success for just something very short. I think that's about it for now. Sculpture Park, I walked through it. It's very interesting. Don't really have too much reason to come here very often, but it's a very interesting one. The sun sets.